What's up, people? Thank you once again for joining me on another video on cryptocurrencies. This time around I'm going to talk about COINHAKO XFERS and also a little bit on a FUD on South Korea, the fear and uncertainty in South Korea that's happening right now. That's why there's the slump in cryptocurrencies, and also at the same time Bitcoin in general. So if you don't know by now, the incline for Bitcoin for the past few months has been the result of Japan and also South Korea. During the point of time, many companies came in, started up companies for cryptocurrencies, and at the same time injected a lot of funds into Bitcoin and purchased a lot of Bitcoin at the point of time. So what happened was there were a lot of FOMOs, fear of missing out. People who are heard about Bitcoin and they fear of missing out on the profits of it, came in to join multiple accounts, sign up multiple accounts. Noticeably, if you know Binance had floods of registration by the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in weeks, in a week or so. And everybody chipped in a bit on Bitcoin. That is why it ended up around $20,000 USD at a point of time, and now it's about $13,500. For me, I think the true value of Bitcoin is somewhere around $8,500, and that's what the participating role of the nations are. If you include, of course, China, you include Japan, Korea, you include USA, and Switzerland. Of late Switzerland, because Switzerland has legalized Bitcoin as a legal tender. Not only that, has allowed banks to do transactions for Bitcoin in the near future. They in fact have their own Silicon Valley set up in thoug, Switzerland. So that's the next Silicon Valley in Switzerland. So a lot of startups dedicating themselves to that, and that's just what's happening now. So all of these FOMOs, the fear of missing out, that's in the business right now for Bitcoin, are starting to sell the Bitcoin because the president of Korea is actually not aiming for Bitcoin. This situation brings me back to China. Those days when China had influx of investors coming in, which hiked up the coin to about $9,000 and upwards to $12,000 by the end of the year. And China came in, the government came in and put a stop to ICOs. So they banned ICOs and started selling Bitcoin for fear that Bitcoin is not here to stay. And then again, they don't really know true media, right? They don't really know the real news. At that point of time, they were actually banning ICO, not Bitcoin. So there was a misconception then. I had a video on it. If you like it, you can view it. It's actually under the list of cryptocurrencies. That was then, and it just feels similar that way now. Bitcoin will never die, guys, but of course there are people selling it and trading Bitcoin. So what happens when news like this come out, and when Bitcoin hits a high, traders start selling. And when traders start selling, these FOMOs come in and start panic sell. Fear of the fear of losing out, fear of losing their capital. When they buy on a high, and prices start to drop quite drastically, they start selling from the loss. And a lot of that happens a lot in Bitcoin because it's not really regulated by brokers, by laws and stuff like that. We have Forex. We have, in the Forex on stockbroking, they have certain laws, to govern for you to start investing, open up an account, but not for Bitcoin. So there are a lot of new people who are not really aware of graphs. They don't read charts, they don't chart these themselves, come into this space and start losing a lot of money, and that's where all the bad reputation comes from. So that's just a part of it, and that's what's happening for South Korea again now. Right? Let's sit out and wait for 3-5 days, or in fact a week or two. Let's see what they have created. In fact, there are some people that are in political party that's in for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So they're still deliberating right now. Will they ban ICO? Most probably. Will they ban Bitcoin? I don't know. I haven't got deliberate on that. But Bitcoin has a future, guys. Bitcoin has came so far. In fact, in South Korea, there are so many exchanges right now. and Binance, a China exchange, has moved itself to Japan now, and a lot of Koreans signed up on Binance itself. So with that, it's just like that. I'll just leave it that way. Just keep look out on Bitcoin, keep a look out for Bitcoin and see what happens for the next 3 to 5 days. Okay. So, and let us move to XFERS. So I just received an email from XFERS today, to do a trial pop-up. So I'm eligible because I think I signed up for XFERS for 2 years ago. So I think they're bringing back people who had, or accounts who are matured, or rather older accounts, to start doing this testing. So I received this. Apparently they are going to open up deposits again, and these are instant. I don't know whether it's instant top-ups, so let me just bring through this. So this phase will run from 12th to 22nd January. All top-ups outside of this period will not be processed, and it take up to 30 business days to be refunded. So your daily top-up limit for me is $5,000, 1% fee. Top-ups are not made immediately, be processed at 12, 6 and 12 AM accordingly. FAQ here and there, your required action, read the FAQ, join the Telegram group, which I already did. Please join the Telegram group to get more updates, guys, and start making top-ups. So I'm not doing any top-ups right now. I'll just show you what it looks like. Straightforward, going to the account. It looks something like this if you haven't had an Access account. So what you need to do is to actually link. Yep, I think it's sorry, my bad. Let me make sure. Yeah. So to top up, first you need to add a bank account, right? So once you add a bank account, you start putting up the money. And my particular wallet is actually linked to COINHAKO. So when you link to COINHAKO, whatever I top up here, I can just transfer it to COINHAKO. So that's what I do. Alright, and if you're using Coinbase, you just transfer it to Coinbase, just have to do a link. I'm not doing a top up today, just to keep you guys updated. I think for the near future, top ups is going to be easy and seamless and immediate, and that's what we're facing right now. So let me just show you what it was. Yep, I'm back. So this is actually the email from COINHAKO. So this is the email to catch up, suspension of account registration, and MYR deposits. So Bitcoin is getting so much attention right now. They're actually having influx of registration for sign up, and if you have signed up before, just deposited on this. No, not this. Yeah. So the temporary suspension of new user registration is currently affected because it started. Any accounts that is trying to be signed up after 11th January, they are going to stop until further notice. Whoever that signed up before 11th though, they are still under backlogs, right? If you have an open account before 11th January, before stoppage of play, then you are still under backlog, and you'll be looking for verification process and all that soon. Okay, so keep on to that. For MYR deposits, they have stopped MYR deposits as of last night, 11:59, 11th of January, until further notice again. You can still withdraw your MYR, but top deposit will be stopped at present time. So after a bit of research, I understand that the Malaysian authorities actually coming down a bit of compliance, So I really don't know what will happen in Malaysia. So this is just what I know of so far. And there are a lot of rumors saying that COINHAKO is closing down. It's not true. COINHAKO does not care about my issues anymore. They are actually being affected by so many tickets and backlogs that they are service team cannot handle. So that is what they are right now. That's why they are trying to stop all these temporary suspensions so that we can provide better services moving forward. Right. So yep, these are just tips that I get from them. And I tried deposit and withdrawal. It's working fine. So that's all I can say. Keep a lookout if you're interested in registering. Once it's up, I will keep another video. So please subscribe if you're interested in videos like this. I keep you guys posted about news on cryptocurrencies as well as Bitcoin announcements and stuff like that. I'll try to do it daily, if not 3 days once. So So I recently hit 10k views. Thank you guys. We're delivering for monetization right now, so it's just, you know, it's just an extent as a YouTuber. So thank you guys, appreciate a lot. Click it on. Other than that, if you have any comments, whatever you want to know, just click in the link. I'll key into the description. I'll try my best to answer them ASAP. And that's all. Have a nice day. Have a good weekend. Keep the crypto free, guys. Ciao.